Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Anakin. This is going to be a tarot reading for you here today. And if you're not new here, if you've seen me before, you probably see that this is a different place. And I have not been posting for the past couple of days and week, okay? And there's been a lot going on. Family issues, toxic family dynamics, a fucking mess is going on. And I'm in the middle of it. And that tends to be what happens when you get somebody who's aware and awake and you put them in a place with a bunch of people who are asleep and programmed and just going off of whatever they're going off of, right? It's tough. And honestly, my ego is crushed. I'll tell you guys that right now. My ego, the version of me who is loves his parents and wants a regular life and loves everybody, is completely crushed. Okay, his dad just called him an idiot. Told him he never wanted to see him again because he did not do the dishes, which is weird. Okay, because he wasn't even told to do the dishes, which is even weirder. It's these like unspoken expectations and these cycles of flying monkeys and trauma bonding and just weird fucking shit going on over at that house. And so I'm in Anakin, ego version of me is in drama land, completely just having a bad day. Has been having a bad week, but I gave him his time. I gave him his space. I allowed him his time. And he still needs time. I'll tell you guys that much. He still needs time. He's still getting back on his feet from the emotional turmoil that he's in. But I'm here. And I'm here to give you guys some value, give you some readings, maybe give you guys some insight. Because if I'm going through this, I know the collective's probably going through something like this. Toxic family dynamics. Karmic father, karmic mother, family stuff. It happens. It happens to healers especially because, we do not want to give up the truth. And that's me. That's what I don't want to give up. I don't want to, say it how it wasn't. I want to say it how it was. And, that's what I want to do. And Jesus died for the truth. I'll tell you something. Okay? Jesus literally died for the truth. He went so far as to get crucified for the truth. Okay? And all of his 12 apostles, I don't know if all of them, maybe 10 or 11 of them, were brutally murdered. And all they had to do is say one thing. What I wrote wasn't true. What I saw wasn't true. Jesus never existed. That's all they had to say. And all of them were brutally fucking tortured and murdered because they wouldn't give it up, right? And that's how I feel right now, and this is probably how the collective feels. Like you're holding on to something. It almost feels like a Hierophant in reverse, or like an emperor in reverse, right? Which, it can mean overbearing, it can mean too much tradition, but it can also mean somebody who is sort of a revolutionary, who is stuck in their ways, but they're actually right and society is wrong, and they should stick to their ways. They should stick to their guns and do what they think is true and right and do what their heart is telling them to do. And I feel like I'm doing that now. You're being asked to do that. That's the message that's coming through from me right now. And we have each other. I have you guys have me. We have other tarot readers in the community. We got a big community of people, of healers, of the people who were called, okay? Because many are called. We're all called, right? A lot of us are called, right? To wake up, okay? And I think that's what we're doing right now. We're learning how to choose ourselves, if that makes sense, okay? So that God can choose us so that we can live our life without inhibitions or having to worry about what other people are thinking or saying or doing and when we're not around or all that stuff. We shouldn't have to worry about that. You guys shouldn't have to worry about that. Anakin should definitely not have to worry about that. So we got to unlock. I feel like that's what I'm doing now. I'm coming out as this arbiter version of myself, as this version of myself who is a protector of myself and my inner child, and I have to make these decisions for myself. Like, is it worthy for me to continue to have a relationship with somebody who does not respect me, right? And even though I just put out a video like moving on from this separation of partnership, relationship with romance, now I'm learning back-to-back lesson. That was the lesson last month. Now the lesson is with my parents and with my father. So it's a tough one. Anyways, let's get into your reading. Let's see what Spirit has to tell you. And I hope, me reflecting with you guys and telling you about what's going on in my life helps you, okay? Because that's the whole point. That's the whole point. So you have somebody who, you can relate to, and somebody who's going through some of the similar stuff, okay? And we're healers. We freaking people don't like us sometimes, especially when they're asleep. Okay, let's keep it going. Or let's get it going. We got a full moon, card number 29. It is the 29th of April. Okay. 29th of April, we got the full moon. So I see a completion. Definitely a completion. Let's see what this completion is all about. Got these new cards this week. I've used them on camera, but I haven't posted anything. So this is my first time showing the world these cards. These are the tea leaf cards. Okay, they come in circles. I like circles, I'll be honest. I feel heavy energy still because it's probably like my own stuff, but maybe I'm picking up also on you guys, so just bear with me. But let's see what these cards have to tell you. So this full moon, what's the completion about? What is the subject? Happiness. Okay, so I feel like you're coming back into yourself. You're realizing that your happiness, even though you can find happiness in other places and other people, it's very difficult to maintain that happiness if your happiness is grounded in them, right? So I think you're coming to this conclusion that you need to find your own happiness and you need to be your own happiness, okay? You can't rely on somebody else to be your happiness. And with that, I think that you're also realizing that you can't let anybody else rely on you to be their happiness. And so it goes both ways, which is why I think this is a full circle completion for you, okay? Because you're learning how to be happy both ways and how to maintain relationships, not just with romantic partners, but with also, your children that you may have in the future or that you currently have, your parents, your family, your coworkers, having to maintain their happiness levels and, having to think about, okay, is everybody around me happy? I feel like you're moving away from that and you're moving more into realizing that nothing that you say, do, or be is going to affect how somebody's happiness levels are. They got to make themselves happy. You can't do anything to make them happy, okay? And if them walking all over your boundaries is what makes them happy, then that's crazy. And I feel like that's what's happening with me over there at the house. Like, people want you to make them happy. People want you to respect them by disrespecting yourself or by taking away your own happiness. And that is a fallacy. That's terrible. That's like a terrible thing. It feels so bad, okay? But I feel like you're realizing this and you're no longer letting people do that to you, which is good, okay? So let's look at who I might be talking to. Who am I talking to? November. Who's in November? Is that Sagittarius? And who else? October, November, December. So it's Scorpio, Sagittarius energy. So like freedom. Yeah, freedom. This is like breaking free. I see you coming up out of a hibernation that you've been in for a while now. Okay. Partially this was because of maybe relationships that you were in, but you've recently had to, there's been something that happened. Hold on here. Wishbone. A wish is granted. Okay, so you've made a wish. You asked for something from the universe. And so the universe had to put you in these positions to do these things and give you these epiphanies. And so right now I feel like as a collective, the collective is having an epiphany. And the epiphany is where to go and what to do. And I feel like the heart center is opening back up so that the collective here can realize this wish that you've asked for. And I want to know, like, sort of when you asked for this wish. Okay, December. So you probably wished for something for Christmas, okay, or for around December of last year. And so it could have been a resolution. It could have been something that you wanted to accomplish this year. You may have written it down on a piece of paper and folded it up and tied it with a red ribbon and put it on a plate with some rice on it. Whatever you do, okay? But you made a wish. And I feel like you forgot the wish, but you made a wish, and that wish is coming in very quickly, okay? It's been coming. It's been making its way to you this whole time. It's just taking time, okay? And so the gestation period, I almost feel like you've hibernated during that period. You've been away. You've been asleep. And I don't mean like unaware, but I mean like there's been a lack of awareness on that thing for months. And those months have given you the attractive magnetic ability to bring it in full force right now. Okay, so there's a wish that you made in December, and it's coming to a completion here. Air, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. Okay, so what are you in your head about? There's air sign. There's air energy out here. There's a lot going on. There's happiness and a completion happening over here. There's like freedom, breaking free, feeling the open air. There's something that you're thinking about. There's something like that we're all thinking about right now. But there's also, hold on, what is this, what we're thinking about? There's no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. So these thoughts running through your head, a lot of them aren't yours, okay? So, I was in this environment with my, living with my parents or whatever I was living, and it was a lot of thoughts, and I was like, yo, what is going on? And you might be going through the same thing. When you live with other people, as a healer, as a sensitive empath, you're gonna pick up on thoughts, you're gonna pick up on feelings. And so we have to learn how to remind ourselves that everything is gonna work out. Everything always works out for me. And when you receive those thoughts, the point of you receiving those thoughts is to heal them within yourself, because we don't receive exact thoughts from other people. They give off a vibration of the thought, okay? And now that they're thinking that thought and that vibration, that vibrational frequency is at a certain resonance. And so its frequency is trying to match up with those around, and you're an empath, so you're sending out these empathic waves all the time, feeling, right? And so one of these empathic waves will pick up on that negative vibration, the slow moving negative vibration. And so what you'll do is your mind will interpret that vibration as thoughts in your mind that you currently have access to at your vibration, if that makes sense. So if you're picking up on negative thoughts around you, just know that the exact thoughts you're thinking have to do with you and not with that person. So it's important that you heal that thought for yourself, and you use that as a sort of guidance from the universe, okay? Because when you're on a high-flying disc and you're high vibrational, and you can be around shitty people who have terrible thoughts for a little bit at least and not pick up on their feelings. And even when and this is why, like, even for me right now, I'm setting myself up so I don't have to be in a position with other people. I'm not trapped. I'm not forced to be in a stuck position. And this is what I want you guys to work on if you're not there yet, okay? Being in a position in life where you can walk away from relationships without losing your means of survival, okay? And so I think that that's what you might be in your head about that. Like, maybe you're having to walk away from a situation, you're not sure what's going to happen, but you've made a wish and it's being granted. Past lives in reverse. Yeah. So those thoughts that you were picking up on, and those thoughts that you may be still picking up on, again, you're not healing these people. You're healing aspects of you through them. And they're your guides. They're your angels or your demons who are showing you how to heal, right? And basically, they're your mules, okay? Because if you're a healer, you're awake. And if you're encountering asleep people, they're asleep, so they're going to do God's will. Okay? They're going to do what they need to do to activate you. You're going to get what you need from them in those situations. So Get what you need from them. You know, if they're thinking negative thoughts towards you, experience it as contrast. Understand that you're getting something from that. That you're either helping the collective manifest more for the collective, or you're helping you manifest more for yourself, because you're putting yourself through contrast. And when you're in contrast, it might suck, but it's leading to a better future. It's like your wishes come true better and more if you've been through more contrast, because the more that you've experienced what you don't want, the more you know what you do want. And so, and it's not even just quantity, it's quality. Like, you understand, like, I really fucking want this. Like, because it can be like, yeah, I want $100 when you're a kid, right? You want $100 to have $100, right? But, you know, it becomes more of a burning desire, a dominant thought. Like, I want money. When you've been through the contrast of being broke every month, of having a negative balance, of going through the trials and the tribulations, when you have that desire now for that, it's like so hot. It's so burning hot. You must have this thing. It must be in your hands. And with a powerful desire like that, you're gonna manifest whatever you want. Okay? You know, a lot of the time, I think that people, even healers, like as a collective, we're here and we act like, you know, life is mundane, and it can be easy to fall into that. It just can be easy to fall into the collective consciousness of the mundane world, and how everything is just, you know, not magical, and it's gray. And even, you know, where I live in Western society, there's box buildings, and there's like, you know, where's the play place in McDonald's, and where's the freaking the gaming stuff at Walmart and the aquarium? Where's the places where all the kids used to go? I've been thinking about this recently. Like, where's the playgrounds, and where's the Teletubbies that are dancing in the street? Where's the parade? Like, where do the kids get to hang out nowadays? What's for the kids, man? That's what I've been thinking about. I don't know why. But I think it has to do with my own inner child, you know, seeking that place to play. Okay? And so maybe as the collective, and me as well, maybe we're working towards a period of our life. We've completed the period of our life trying to make other people happy so that we could be loved, or make other people happy so that we could be survived, or appease somebody else so that we could do what we want to do. I feel like we've reached a completion there. We've worked through our past lives there. Everything is now working out for us, and we're entering into a time of play, getting to unlock that inner child, like inner voice suppression. Yeah, guys, the inner voice has been suppressed, okay? And it's because of the bombardment of thoughts that you thought and I thought were mine and yours. The collective, I think the collective, you might be feeling other people's thoughts, and so you've identified they aren't yours, and so you're not letting them suppress you. Okay? Inner voice in reverse, suppression in reverse. So I could see your inner voice was suppressed. Okay? It was being suppressed. Rebirth, and there it is. You're getting to come out of the lion. I feel like the lion has consumed you in some way, and so now it's almost like you're getting a break. God is giving you a break because of a wish that you made, okay? A wish that you made, and the contrast that you've been through is giving you a break now. A break in the suppression, a break in the quiet mind. Aphrodite, here we go. Awaken the inner goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. I feel like what am I talking about? I feel like these people in your life, these people who came into your life to show you, like, here's what I think it is. I think, you know, you shine. You have this massive ego energy, which is fine. It's healthy. It's good, whatever. But you have these people around you who just can't stand your ego because it shines. And when it shines, it shows them that they're not shining as bright. And so I feel like the suppression here was self-suppression, yes, but it was also suppression because you were trying to survive. You were trying to make yourself happy. And the only way to do that was through making other people happy. And so I feel like you suppressed yourself because you knew that if you shine too brightly, if you outshone the master, you know, the book 48 Laws of Power, The first law of power is don't outshine the master. And it's because people have egos, right? Now, should your parents be that way with you? No. Should you be playing power games with your parents? No. Should they be playing power games with you? Absolutely not. And so, I mean, you've pretty much been gypped. You've been robbed. Like, they played power games with you when they should have been raising you and allowing you to shine and experience your own divinity. But that's what you're doing now, okay? That is what you're getting to do now. But you got to make a stand, and I feel like that's what you're doing, actually. You're making a stand. And declutter your mind, home, or schedule. Organize your tidy living or workspace. Quiet your mind for light house cleaning in your head. Free up room in your schedule so you aren't giving away all your energy to others. Declutter your life to make space for your intuition. Less can often be more. Simplify and streamline. Yeah, there's a lot of letting go. Okay, there's a lot of actions, behaviors, things that you've been doing that literally have only been to serve other people. And so you're being asked to go through all of the stuff that you do, okay? Go through it. Go through your freaking, go through it and actually ask yourself, why did you start doing this thing? What brought you to this thing? And why are you still doing it? Is it just because you've been doing it for however long? Or is it because you really truly felt it and feel it in your heart? Okay, I want you to let go of anything that you don't feel in your heart anymore. Anything that you just don't feel joy about, that doesn't excite you, that doesn't really get you out of bed. Like, I'm imagining you under the blankets of your freaking bed when you were a kid on your DS or on your phone watching anime, or I'm imagining a little kid who's super excited to just get back up the next morning to go play the game or do the thing. Okay? And that excitement from your childhood is coming back in. And that's the beautiful thing. Okay? And that's what we can look forward to. And that's what I'm going to look forward to, because holy moly, guys, oh my gosh, I just really want that feeling back. I want that feeling about these readings. I want the feeling about my entire life, my job, like everything. I want that feeling about everything that I do in my life, and I want to design my life around that feeling. I mean, and here's what, 222, as I say that, but in my life, my thing when I was a kid was video games, and anime, and books, okay? I would sit in my freaking room with a little lamp. I would turn the lamp on, and I would just read that motherfucking book until 1-2 in the morning every night. And then I would watch anime, and then and then there was cycles of my life where I would just really want to go play Minecraft every morning. I'd wake up, I'd go get my little soda and my freaking snack, and I'd go play Minecraft. And it was the best. I'm telling you, it was the best. It doesn't get much better than that. And it wasn't even all that. It wasn't fancy. It wasn't a big schmecking computer. It was my mom's laptop operating on 35 FPS, and just me bumming, just me doing my thing. And I think that's what we're heading back into. Okay, this Taurus energy coming back in, me with my life and you guys with your lives, and what's happening in there, and just this decluttering situation. We're making room for this beautiful peace that's gonna pervade our life. And I feel like as a collective, we're jumping into a timeline, guys. And so these people of this past timeline, even people who are currently with you, who are jumping with you, I don't feel like you're gonna keep attracting this lower vibrational entity through the people around you, because I feel like you've been being suppressed by a lot. Hold up. Healing and the mind. Yeah, you're healing this though. You're healing the suppression. You're healing the need. And here's what it was. A lot of the energy recently, maybe even past 6 months, a year, have put you in this place where you've been very miserly. The collective that I'm talking to, it's we've been feeling like everybody's trying to take from us. Everybody's trying to siphon our energy. And so it's turned us in this collective into this basically guarded energy, this completely don't freaking talk to me, don't touch me, don't. But it's protected our energy. And now they're saying we're healing. Okay, the collective is healing, and in that healing, we're going to be giving up this sort of miserly energy, this holding on to things. Okay, Man, I really hope this helps you guys. This reading and stuff. I really do. I really, really do. Okay. I really, 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 really do. I really do. You are a channel for divine healing power. Yeah, I'm talking to my healers today. I'm talking to my healers. My healers, baby. Yeah, the Outsiders. That's who we are, baby. I love that book, by the way. The Outsiders. Stay gold, pony boy. Stay gold. Oh, Gerardo. Woo! I just got heart chills when I said that. Thank you, brother. Anyways, Outsiders, healers. That's what we are, man. That's what we are. We're scapegoats. We're black sheep. We're outsiders. We're the rugrats. We're the misfits. Misfits, no eyes, no typos by Jaden Smith. We're the misfits. But I feel like, fuck, I'll be a misfit. I'd rather be a misfit than be a freaking whoever those people are. I'd rather be a misfit and be the outsider than be with that gang of people. The gang of people who want to control and set all these rules and unknown expectations and fucking on and on and on and on and on. They just want to be in control. Nah, that's not for me. And it's not for you. And I'd rather be outside of that, and so would you. And that's what we're doing. We're creating a world where the next generation of kids can live in a place where the rugrats, the misfits, the outsiders are the ones who run that biz. And I want to be that. I want us to be that. I'm getting chills right now. I want us to run the world so that these kids growing up can experience a great childhood. Like they should. Like all children should. You know what I mean? For the kids fighting. Patience. Don't fight the feelings, guys. If you feel something and your ego is feeling it and you're passionate about it, feel it, dude. Feel it. I'm ready, dude. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of feeling it. I'm tired of knowing that it's going on in this world, that kids are suffering, man. Like, I get it if it don't suffer, man. But when kids have to suffer, that's when I'm just like, makes me emotional, guys. Fight it. So don't fight against this feeling, okay? Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the cycles of your body and what you're going through. Be open. You know, it's okay to be open with people. It's okay to show yourself as you are, you know? And if people make you feel like you can't do that, dude, that's what it is. You gotta get away from those people. And you gotta think, like, if you're feeling like you can't express yourself for any reason, like, you gotta assess. You gotta look at, okay, who am I around right now? Who is making me feel like I cannot be? Because I can't be around these types of people. Like, it just can't be. And that's not what Spirit wants for you. Okay, it's time to get out of a situation. Exactly. It's just time to leave, guys. It's just time to leave. That's what you gotta do. Lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Okay, so whatever situation this is, you feel like an outsider. There's been a lot of fighting. Yeah, you've come to a completion. There's this wish that's being granted, but I still feel this suppressed energy. So, you know, get out of the situation with love. Don't do it with anger. Don't try to be vindictive or you know, do anything negatively towards these people that you're having to walk away from. We're entering into the new world, okay? And to enter into the new world, you can't play the same game that they're playing with you. You can't be them because they're that way. And you are different. You're a healer. And this is how you heal. They're going to hurt you. They're going to condemn you. They're going to belittle you. They're going to berate you. They may not believe you. Okay, they will condemn you. I mean, the perfect man, absolute perfection, no flaw ever, no sin ever in his life, and he was condemned, berated. He was made fun of. He was mocked and laughed at. And so you will be too. And it could be even by your own family. And that's okay. But it's okay. It's okay. It happens. But it's also okay to feel bad about it and feel angry about it. Just don't allow that anger to cause you to take actions. Okay, I want to know how you should go about this situation, because I feel like you're not out of the situation yet. Morality in reverse. Guilt in reverse. Don't feel guilty. Don't bring morals into it. Rebel in reverse. You're breaking the chains, okay? You're breaking through a domineering figure in your life. This is probably a karmic masculine, a father figure, okay? That you're breaking free from. Partner with your guides. You're being directed to work more proactively with your spiritual guidance squad, your team of angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides. Reach out in your thoughts, your journal, or prayers, and watch for people, resources, or opportunities, or intuitive guidance to show up. Your free will requests empower your guides to do more. Okay? Your higher self is doing a lot of the work right now. It's basically what they're saying. And so they want you to come in here and start asking out loud, like, hey, Michael, Gabriel, give me a message. Michael, protect me. Okay? Jesus, come purify these thoughts. Ask them. And if you have specific guides, specific gods and goddesses that you work with, ask them, because they will come in more prominently when you do that. When you say their name, it activates that DNA within you. Okay? Like they say, we all have Christ consciousness. We all have that one little Christ DNA within us. And when we say his name, and when we praise him, and when we surrender to him, we activate that in us. Okay? And you can activate that in you at any time. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself, thinking that you're powerless when you're not, a lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Dude, I'm telling you, this situation that you're in, this person that you're rebelling against, they're using all the tactics, dude. They're using morals. They're using guilt. It's like they're trying to keep things from you. They're trying to trap you. They're trying to make you feel like an outsider. All of this is to try to convince you that you're not as powerful as you are, that you're not as great as you are. And here's the deal. You are greater than them. And here's why I'm so confident in that, because the fact that they're going through all of these roundabout methods means that they're insecure, they're uncertain, they're uncomfortable, they don't understand what's happening with their lives, they're asleep. Okay, they're afraid of death. They're afraid of a lot of things. And so they're probably operating out of fear. Whereas you are being put in a state of fear by them because that's what they want from you. They want that fear response, okay? That's not what we're going to do. We're going to be faithful. We're going to have faith. And so I want you to have faith in yourself. I want you to have faith in your thoughts and your convictions and what you stand by. And I want you to not be so easily convinced, okay? This is what Spirit wants from you. Not to be so easily convinced. Wear your crown and wear it proudly, okay? And that's all you'll have to do. I don't feel like you'll have to talk much, okay? Now, this lightning card is out here. Control your anger. You'll be sorry, okay? Flute. Disappointment in a friend or lover, okay? So, yeah, I mean, listen. Here's what I see happening at the current vibration. I see you walking into the situation. I see this person is going to disappoint you because they're not going to do what you want them to do. I mean, they're obviously going to try to put you in fear. That's what they do. Cool. They're going to disappoint you because you want them to be better. You want them to be healing. You want them to be somebody who wants you to do well too. But they don't. That's not what they want. They want, I don't know why. You know, it's out of insecurity, a lot of stuff like that. They're hurt, they're broken, so they want to break and hurt you. Whatever, okay? Don't let it get you angry. You're a healer. Chair filled. Someone new is entering into your life. So there's a disappointment in a friend or a lover, and that's who I think this is for you. And there's someone new entering your life. I mean, come on, it's so easy, it's so perfect, but I think you have to go through something big. You have to go and experience whatever this is, okay? So I think you have like a conversation. Someone is leaving your life. Chair empty. Chair empty. Chair filled. Okay. So Yeah, and you know what? The chair filled came in a little bit before the chair empty. So you might be having somebody come in a little bit before somebody leaves, but there's definitely somebody leaving here. Okay? And you're being asked not to do this in anger. Like, don't, even though they leave, don't leave in anger. Okay? You have somebody new coming in who's going to fill their spot, it seems. Tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. You have somebody who's going to fill their spot who's going to be a lot better, like a lot cooler, a lot. I feel like it's somebody cool. Like they're cool. I don't know how to say that. They're just like cool people. It's a cool like it's a cool mother. It's a cool mofo. Whoever this is, somebody wants to celebrate with you, have fun with you, take you places that you never been before, and do things with you that you never seen before, you never experienced before. I feel like you got this could be a mentor, okay? It could be a mentor coming in who's really gonna show you the ropes, okay? And I feel like this is much needed, okay? Much needed in our society, much needed as a collective, because I want to be a mentor for the next generation. So I want to know, and I think that we can relate. I want to know as many mentors as I can get in contact with. I want to know how to teach, how to be taught, how to learn what this is, what that is. I want to save time too. Okay, and that's, I think, mentors. If you don't know about mentors or you're not into it, here's my sales pitch on mentors. Guy spends 40 years doing something, learns the ins and outs, has a dad who does it too, who taught him some of the ins and outs, does it for 40 years. Now he knows everything about it. Okay? Every little thing about it. He could probably teach you everything in less than a year. Maybe less than a year, less than 6 months even. He could probably teach you everything he knows about it. Everything. And it's probably really simple. Okay? But to get to that simplicity that he's at took him 4 years of complexity, of putting things in that didn't work, taking things out that didn't work, putting them back in, trying again, putting this here, tweaking this here, doing this here. And it's for everything, guys. It's for tarot reading, it's for guitar, it's for freaking sales, it's for high income skills, anything. And so you could save 4 years, is what I'm saying. You could save 40 years by having a mentor. And guys like Ty Lopez and Dean Graziosi, like, they have saved a whole lot of time and they have a whole lot of knowledge because they didn't just read books. And even though books are great, a book doesn't have the nuanced insight that a human being does. It's very, very cool. So I think there's definitely somebody coming in to help mentor you. And for some of you, I think it's very like formal, like they're a formal mentor. And for a lot of you, I think it's like a party, like you're gonna meet this person at a party and you're just gonna like, it's not like you're not even working with them, you're just being around them. Okay, it's been a whole couple hours since I've been back on this recording, but I'm here, and I think we ended on mentorship and how you're gonna find a mentor who's gonna be better than this person who is leaving your life. Okay, which is great for you, and it looks like you have a great future ahead of you. Okay. That's it. I think I'm going to end the reading right there. Set aside your concerns for now. Go into meditation. You're healing. You're absolving your happiness. You're making sure that you are happy and content in yourself. They're saying, don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. Release the guilt. Release the lack of patience. Sit inside this moment and allow the next steps to come to you, okay? Because they're coming. They're coming. All right, so is a mentor, and so is everybody who we talked about. Okay, namaste. Thank you guys for being here. It's been a hard week, but I'm back, I'm powering through, and I'm gonna keep on keeping on because the show must go on, and we must provide. We must continue to provide. Okay, it is the way. Okay, bye bye. Namaste. Love you guys.